Thank you for watching my YouTube channel and liking and sharing the video.
Hi everybody, Troy here. Lately I've been trying to figure out what to do next at this crossroads in my life. I am sitting with uncertainty, a foggy head, a little confusion after losing my father, and I'm trying to reimagine what my next professional step is going to be and see what comes next for me personally as well. I found myself returning to one of the most valuable tools that I've ever created. It calls on a lot of different sources, and I call it the safety compass. Over 20 years ago, I put together ideas from several different teachers and techniques and developed a simple 5-step process that helps me and others identify what's truly important to me and whether my life is aligned with my values and my truth. And since then, I've taught this tool through all the teacher trainings for over 20 years. I've used the tool when I closed my yoga studio and had to make a major career decision with relationships that have fallen apart, and now the transition after my father's passing. Whenever I find myself at a crossroads or a conflict with somebody personally, it helps me to determine whether or not what I'm saying is true for me and whether I'm being pulled off course by somebody else's fear or expectation or another person's agenda. And I recently wrote about it in my blog, but I felt like I wanted to share a little bit more about the tool itself because it's become one of my favorites to teach. Over the years, I've guided more than 1,000 people through this process. And one of the most important things I've loved is watching the moment when this light bulb goes off in somebody and they think they have a relationship with a problem or a job problem or a confidence problem or somebody who's gaslighting them, and they do this exercise and they can see underneath it all what the truth is. And I've watched people who have gone through that for years finally identify what their personal truth is and to get clarity about difficult situations in just about 25 minutes. And I've watched people recognize patterns that have been repeating in their lives for decades, figure out how to break that cycle. If you're finding yourself in the same kind of situations and you have the same arguments, or if you're attracting the same frustrating people, or wondering why life seems to keep landing you in the exact same place all the time, this exercise will help you. I know it'll interrupt that cycle. I've recently returned to it, a simple self-care assignment, and I've called it the safety compass because in about 25 minutes you get clear direction of where you're going to be heading, and it gives you a different perspective on what you're going through. So instead of asking somebody else what they think about a situation, you can use this tool to determine what is best for you, what is true to you, and what you believe in. So I hope this tool helps you. If you'd like to go through the exercise, check out my link below. And I am sharing this with everybody now to help get some clarity and some direction. Thank you very much for your time. Let me know if you'd like to know more about the tool. See you soon.